Boom, let's go. It's your boy Cade. Day 2 of the poster challenge. Behind the scenes, we just had a nice little just amp up music. You know, we got these awesome Google Nest Hub Maxes around and love to listen to some music, get you amped up, getting you in the zone. Tomorrow on day 3, we're gonna have an opportunity for some people to join the listening session. Just a little idea I had. I was like, hey, this is how I get pumped up. I'd love the audience of the poster challenge to get pumped up. So we're going to be diving into day 2. I'm going to let the Zoom room open, and then I'm going to get going. But without further ado, we're going to be talking about where we want to be with posting, right? Like in terms of, we identified day 1, where we are today. How often are we posting? Where are we posting? What is the most we've posted? What platforms are we posting to? And then what we're doing on day 2 is identifying where do we want to be posting? Where do I want to be posting? All right. Cade, if you haven't already, go register at postitchallenge.com. Postitchallenge.com. We're going to be live in the Facebook group, Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group, and it'll be fun to see those that join us on there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick off with a little bit of a live stream. Thank you so much for joining us in the behind the scenes before and after. I'll talk to you guys after we get going. If you have questions about how we're running the stream, let me know below. We are using OBS and a Canon G7X3 with the cam link, so you get some 4K quality. We are only streaming it to 1080. These are settings that you can use or manipulate in OBS. Total open source software, absolutely free. Recommend it. If you have any questions, ask in the comments. Let's get it. Without further ado, what is going on, y'all? I hope you're having a good one. We are kicking off day 2 of the Post-it Challenge. So without further ado, I'm going to head and go live. We are kicking off day 2 of the Post-it Challenge. We are now live streaming. So if you are on our Zoom, just know we will be broadcasting this to the Facebook group. And that's a little bit of a preview. That was actually perfect. So funny thing is, what I was just sharing, I get like motivated by listening to a couple songs right before, right? And I hope the audio sounds a little bit better for y'all, for the MacBook and the Zoom. So I listen to a couple songs to get me amped, and like I was just thinking, Livy and I do this, like it's kind of just our motivation. We do it when we're gonna get prepared. We have a big meeting, and I was like, tomorrow it'd be kind of cool if we let like a couple of the people join our Spotify Zoom room. So tomorrow there's gonna be an opportunity. If you guys check your email, you're gonna be invited for an opportunity to join the little listening room, which will be great. Get everyone motivated. It's day 2 of the Post-it Challenge, so that means we're building off of yesterday, right? And I'm actually gonna get you on TikTok, right? Yeah, for sure. So what up, TikTok? I hope you guys are having a good one. GoPro with Cade on YouTube. That's gonna be sick. So if you guys don't know, and I'm Cade. I've run an agency for the last 5 years, since 2018, even a little bit before, doing some freelancer work, but essentially helping people with social media management. And that's been a journey, finding and identifying who I want to represent. Like, what we're going to be talking about is some of the underbelly of, you know, content, the underbelly of social media, the false representation that you can see, and really wanting to help people start to uncover some of the tricks that people use so your decisions aren't based off of a fallacy. So again, I'm Cade. I founder of Synergy Collaborations and Hope.dev. We run an accountability program. But I've been really focused since July of last year, helping people document their journey and post, because I've had so many different opportunities to not just convey credibility, not just convey authority, like demonstrate and get people to join just our mission and just go further than I ever expected us to do because of my ability to document, my ability to prove the things that I'm saying I've done, like I've done, and my ability to share with people the exact steps and processes I did and took to get there. You know, since June 1st, 2019, it's something we're going to talk about consistently here at the Post-it Challenge. That was an opportunity where I sat down with Andrew Weiss. You know, he was the Toastmasters president. I was a duck at University of Oregon, and this was an individual, right, I always looked up to, man. Like, he was always crushing it. He was not just doing well, like, as a toast. That's going to keep happening, I guess. He wasn't just doing well as like a Toastmasters president, but he did well in school, but also the way he presented and held himself at all times. If you guys have ever followed characters like Dan Pena and wrapping your package, this concept of wrapping your package, he was someone that always kept a wrapped package. So, we stayed friends, and I actually hired him to do a little public speaking event at Portland, Oregon. And it was really cool because the months leading up to that, we had ideas like, where are we today, right? Where do we want to go, and what do we need to do to make it that way? That's going all the way down. We're good. It's probably Alexis on the other side having fun with me. Anyways, Post-it Challenge Day 2 is about that second step. So we identify where we are today. So where are we posting? Where are we posting? Who's posting? What platforms are we posting to, and where's our audience? So these are the questions and the homework that we had from yesterday. And on this next stage, right, what we're doing next is identifying where do we want to be? And that's where that special note, I want us to understand where do we want to be is going to take some time and understanding of research. And some of people have already done that work. So I want to encourage you, if you've already taken notes, if you've done some of this work, you have an active Trello board, start to seed and take that information and either build on it or use it. But a lot of this is plug and play, and that's what's going to be the beauty on how this strategy can work for you for the long term, not just the campaign that you're going to have in the next 14 days, not just the campaign in the next 30, 60, 90. This is a lifetime long content strategy. This is, you're going to be using these stories to convey and to convey your message, to help people understand your vision, to help people follow your compelling vision and be a part of that. Like, this is going to be foundational, your ability to document here. So what I want to make sure we're doing is documenting. I'm going to be giving you about 5 opportunities throughout this week. Here's one of them. Okay. Take a screenshot real quick. 3, 2, 1. All right. YouTube, take a screenshot. So we have a $1,997 scholarship value to join our accountability program on Friday, right? Or Thursday. We're going to be doing drawing. And this is on day 5. And what's cool about this is, Phil Town, he was someone that, used this scholarship idea to help people that maybe are disadvantaged or maybe have committed to something and can't actually make it happen. Like, I've absolutely been there where I did not have the dollars to make it happen. I've been there multiple times in my business. Like, they call that cycling, right? And if you're in that spot, or maybe you don't have the resources yet, like, having those opportunities for those that are committed and willing and do the extra steps. So what I did right there, if you took that screenshot, every single day I'm going to be calling out a moment like that. I did it in day 1, so make sure you go and get the screenshot from day 1. And on day 5, I'm going to give you an opportunity to upload these to a Google form. So if you upload these to a Google form, it's going to show me that you paid attention, did the work, and did the things that you need to do to get a $1,997 scholarship. So it's guaranteed. The scholarship's going to be guaranteed if you do upload your screenshots throughout the week. So get that screenshot. You can always do it in the Facebook group. We are live in the Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability group. Shout out to you. We'll have some moderators in there making it happen for y'all. It's summer here in California, and we're going to be having some fun over the next 4 days. So let's get it. I'm going to start sharing my screen. And without further ado, go ahead and say hello to TikTok. If you don't know, we're doing the Post-it Challenge. This is day 2. Join us. Go to postitchallenge.com. Awesome opportunity to learn what to post, what not to post, but what to post, how to post consistently. I think one of the biggest problems influencers, experts, business owners are running into is this idea that, did you know 12 days in a row is the most 86% of businesses, influencers, and experts ever post? So if you can hit 13 days, if you can hit 14, if you can hit 30, if you can hit 50, if you can hit 100, you are putting yourself in an elite category. And that's the opportunity that we're talking about today. So if you're consuming this, I want you to take a little bit of a flip angle. Come join us at the Post-it Challenge. For the next 4 days, we're doing a fun VIP slot. And this is what's cool because the next time it's going to be a $97 VIP slot because some of my clients are like, bro, why am I spending $3,000 for my conversations with you, but I can just go onto the Post-it Challenge? I'm like, that's a good point. So it's going to be more money. But that being said, it's a lot of fun and we want to support y'all. So join us in the Facebook group. It's the Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group. All you have to do is go to postitchallenge.com, look for that yellow button, and send it to your friends. So You guys, goodbye. Goodbye, TikTok. Appreciate y'all. YouTube, what up? We're going to stay with you guys. You guys get before and after. So if you guys on the VIP slots or seeing the recordings and you're like, I kind of want to see what Cade was doing before, kind of want to see what Cade was doing after the conversations we're having, that's GoPro with Cade. Make sure you're subscribed there. We're coming after it from all angles now. This is going to be a fun strategy. You guys are going to see social attention marketing at its finest over the next 100 days. So that being said, we're going to be sharing our screen. And I want to give a special shout out to our guy, Chuck. What up, Chuck? Crushing it. Chuck gets it. Chuck definitely gets it. So make sure you're looking at your email. If you guys don't know, check your email. Join us live in the Zoom room. We're going to have some fun on there. I'm going to make sure. There we go. So if you guys haven't already, scan that QR code to join the Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group. And we're going to get going on day 2 of the Post-it Challenge here because this is an exciting day. This can make a major difference if we're building off the foundation of day 1. If we kind of put out that effort and understood where we were today, right? A little bit of a recap of the homework we talked about, some of the things that we needed to do or that we're doing now. Where have we posted in the last 30, in the last 90, in the last 365 days? Where we posted most in the last 30 days, you know? And how's the Facebook group doing? Awesome. So we got the stream going. I know you guys hear the audio now. And this is what's fun too with what we did yesterday. This is a foundational concept that you guys can use to apply to your business. You can use this to apply to your work. If you're working a career, you're working a job, you have any task. Where am I today? Where do I want to go? And what do I need to do to make it that way? Today on day 2, we're on that second phase. We're on that second phase. Where do we want to be? All right, we identified and uncovered where we wanted to be or where we are today with posting. Where is the place that we are going? Where is the destination? Jim Rohn talks about your set of your sail, right? Your attitude. Your attitude is like the set of your sail, and that is the destination. Would you leave port? Would you leave harbor not knowing where you were going? Would you take off an airplane not knowing where you're going? I know we do it all the time. Because we get in a car and now we have Google Maps, so we're like, I kind of know where I'm going. But at the end of the day, we're traveling with something that we know knows where we're going. And we want to be in control of this, especially if it's our life and our mission and our calling that we're trying to help and impact other people with. So what I'm here to do with you on day 2 is help you get the transformation of not posting consistently to posting consistently. There's a variety of methods you can do that. I always give people 3 options. And what you get with this free Post-it Challenge is over the next 5 days, or 4 days now, you're going to understand how you can do this yourself. You're going to understand how and what you need to have someone else do this. And you're going to understand what you're going to need if you would like someone like me to do this. So why it's exciting is you have every option available for you. And what you're going to have, especially if you had that Synergy Success Kit, all of the different resources that we're using for our businesses and turnkeying on for our clients, trainings on how we're using those, but special resources that unless you have a retainer for our agency, no one else is getting to ask our contact and our support questions about each one of these different softwares you can be leveraging in your business. No one else, unless you have this Synergy Success Kit, is getting the consistent trainings and the recordings that are coming out of this Post-it Challenge. As we're doing this live every couple weeks, the reason we're giving that opportunity here is because we know these platforms shift quickly. The strategy is going to stick the same. The underlying idea that we need to do, garnish attention, get that attention to become engaging, get that engagement to take action, get that action to pull out more people that are going to be willing to do the same thing. So postitchallenge.com/access. You guys have the Synergy Success Kit link in there. Go check it out. It's an awesome opportunity. We're going to keep building this one out. I love the concept of the Synergy Success Kit, and I want to give a special shout out to Lamar Tyler. He does an amazing job on doing that for his people. I want to give an amazing shout out to Parker Welbeck. I got certified in full-time filmmaker around 2018, and just had this opportunity as seeing someone create a course and like continue to develop it. And I love that. If you guys like that, like, do you guys like software that keeps getting better? 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. That's like what we do with our summits. Like we had 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. It gets better and better and better. So I want us to understand where are we going when we're getting better and better and better. Or are we just spinning and spinning and spinning? Because there is a cycle. There's a cycle. And what I want us to understand is as we're rotating around this cycle, we can put ourselves across time further along than we were before. And this is a little graph that we're going to use. I know I'm using my finger right now, but we're going to do this on the whiteboard so Livy can demonstrate it when she does her little Shredditor behind the scenes live stream coming up soon. So we have some special guests coming for y'all, but we want to ask ourselves, where do we want to be? In particular, where do we want to be when it comes to posting? Who are we putting our trust in to get us there? And I would say where we want to be is going to be absolutely determined by the people that we're surrounding ourselves with. The people that we're surrounding ourselves with, the people that are getting our time, our most valuable resource. The people that we are listening and consuming to. And they don't need to be physically with us to be in our circle of influence. If you're part of a group text, a family group text, you're probably seeing more content from that one group text than any previous communication before a phone was existed. Like, it's unbelievable what can happen in a week, like hundreds of messages. What's your circle of influence and who's getting your attention? And this is going to be the hard things. This is going to be the things that you're going to be ripped away from the people you love because you have to move forward into a direction and move past where you were. And what that is important, why that's important, is I'm telling you right now, like, it's going to be hard. This is going to hurt. Posting is going to hurt. Someone's going to hurt your feelings. Who's going to pick you up? Who's going to been there, done that, and say, don't even worry about it. Don't sweat it, Chuck. Don't sweat it, Livy. Don't sweat it, Cade. Who's going to say, I've been here before. This is what I've done. And this is where I'm going to go. Because I've had that type of person for me. I've had it over and over again. I've had parents that were there. Help position me to have the best schooling I could possibly have. The best resources, the best schools I could possibly go to. The best sports I could possibly go to. So who's your circle of influence, and are you determining where you're trying to go? So I am excited because when we're thinking about this idea of a Hope Master, educating people on this so we can start to look through the facade. And who's your Hope Master? Because I've been in a place when I first joined a network marketing company back in 2013, right? My circle of influence was this amazing group of, it was college dropouts. Like, some of them were still going to college, but at the end of the day, they were crushing it in network marketing. Derek Alexander was an ambassador driving around a BMW by Vima. Like, it was so cool just to see how they were using YouTube to get people into their downline and make money while they were driving around, having fun, giving these meetings and getting like college kids to think about something other than calculus. Think about something other than whatever was written in the book that they were jammed down their throat. Like, people were talking about personal development at these meetings. We were coming together and literally at 19, 20, 21, 22, 23-year-old kids, like, talking about vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, aloe, like all of these things. Like, it was so cool. Like, when I look back, we documented it all. And to see how we have continued and the consistency and the vision that we committed to back then and how that's still there, it's amazing. So I want you guys to think about your circle of influence, not for just today, not for just the next 60 days, not just for the year, not just for the next 5 years, for your lifetime. We're talking about our circle of influence for life. Because when I'm running these challenges, when I'm putting this out 5 days, every 2 weeks, it's a huge time burden for me, my team, and everyone that's impacted by this. The positive outcomes that come from it are so worth it. The growth that I get to see, the people get to see, is so worth it. But it's because, full honesty and transparency, I'm looking for 12 people to take over the world. I already had one. It was 13. Now I need 12. I'm not going to be here forever. But I know the things that I can give people will help people forever. Because they've been given to me and I can give them forward. And that's like the full transparency. I'm looking for 12 people to do big things, billion-dollar idea things. Push the human race forward. People will say we're crazy. I already do. So what are we going to do when we actually prove to them that when we commit to something and we do it together, not alone, we do it together. If you're signed up for doing together, I want to see you guys. I want to see you guys like and comment. I want to get to see someone say together. I want someone to understand that the key to doing anything is not doing it alone. And what we're going to be talking about this week is how we can post together, how you should not be posting alone, how you can be using your phone to be, syndicating and broadcasting across multiple platforms, leveraging teams, leveraging apps, leveraging things like CapCut. Ooh, the shredders, man. The shredding. And that's an interesting concept we're going to be going over. So when we look and put our faith into someone, I remember when, that network marketing company ended up coming to an end, and we had a team of about 1,500 customers and distributors. And as a 23-year-old, 24-year-old at the time, like, where are we going to take this team? Where are we going to take people? And, me and my partner, we started this company called Yippee for You. And it was awesome because it was this idea of, like, how do we turn this negative into a positive? And how do we grow a business and create a new opportunity for our downline, for our customers, for the people that already gave us a vote of confidence? And, we went shopping, we saw an opportunity, and we ended up seeing this amazing idea. There was this idea about a blogging platform that they would, banner ads on the side of your blogs and hyperlinks and all this stuff. Essentially, they controlled all the banner ads and you would write the blogs. But because we all were blogging under one platform or domain, or however the technical side of it worked, we ranked way up there on the Alexa ranking. I mean, like in the top 400 websites ever. We were in the top 4. It was like my first couple blogs, like blah, 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 blah. I didn't even realize the power of that. Search engine optimization, search engine mechanics, like what we were doing. But the beauty of this was it was a paid blogging platform with trainings. And what we started to see is, like, when you would go to the blog, there was these banner ads, and the banner ads were, the leaders of this company selling the idea of what we were talking about. And what was so cool about it is we would get 100% commission whenever they signed up. So whenever we would write a blog for something, we would sell our products through the blog, hyperlink it externally. But if someone was interested in what they were saying, the content was so good. The sales video was so good. The video sales letter was so unbelievable. The email sequences were so good. Like, you didn't even have to make your own videos to sell stuff. Like, they did the selling for you. It's kind of like Russell Brunson today, right? Like, you don't even have to sell Russell Brunson. Like, just say, hey, he's got this free book. It's called Expert Secrets. It's the gold mine of copywriting. It's linked below. You just pay for your shipping. I'll talk to you later, man. Like, that's literally what it is like to sell ClickFunnels today, or Russell Brunson. And you're just going to be down a rabbit hole. You're either going to hate him or love him, but you're going to be like, wow, funnels are the game changer. So that's the type of person I was with about 9 years ago. But here's the problem. Who do you give your hope? Who do you believe in? Because there was two individuals. One of them had a turnaround story. One of them was just an unbelievable salesperson. One of them was the CEO, and I'll just be forthright. He went live in the middle of Costa Rica one day doing drugs, but not like just your drugs, like tripping and doing weird stuff and saying weird things. And we were just like, oh my goodness. And then little did we know, like, the company wasn't paying certain people. And man, do you know what it's like to take a whole team after a company folded with a vote of confidence and trust to move forward? And then to see the leader that you thought that you had hoped you wanted to be like. There's someone that you were like, I'm going to be like him someday. And he is making a fool of himself. He's breaking composure. He's losing his integrity, the things that he committed to. This is a leader that's not showing and acting like a leader to the people that depend on him. People's families depend on those checks. So when you have that type of experience, it's really easy not to trust people online. It's really easy to just take an unbelievably, maximum scrutiny when you're looking at someone. And just what I started to realize, I just started to shut off people online, literally not trusting anything I was seeing. And it got to a place where, some of the heroes that I would want to, I believe that they couldn't actually be as good and true as they were. But I started to test myself, and I said, you know what? That's BS, Kate. Just go find them. And that was the journey. That's been the journey. Finding the people that aren't these clowns. They may be jesters. They may be jokers. They may be clowns in the sense of they hold composure. But they're not going to take people's hope lightly. They're not going to break their integrity and commitment to the people that entrusted them. And that's where, you're going to find me over the next couple days. I just want you to know that I'm genuine. I can be, Jim Rohn says this, I could be genuinely wrong. But I know multiple things have worked for me. I know we've applied multiple of these things for our clients. It's worked for them. But the feedback on the things that they are doing themselves and how they're building on these strategies for themselves, I want you to treat this like an open source strategy that you can be using for a lifetime for your content. I don't want you to be like the bottom. And I want you to understand you may be playing a role of one of those figures on the top. The clown, the jester, and ultimately the hope master. The hope master can hold it under control. The clown understands his role of always smiling. And how do we feel when we see a frowning clown? How do we see when the people that we looked at posting as the best couple to follow and be like, date night every week, are getting divorces? How do we feel when it comes out that the people that we trust don't actually put in the work, and it's a bunch of videos and a bunch of mastery that is giving them an image, and they haven't actually done the things they're telling you to do? So that's where I want to tell you the things that we've done. I want to show you the things that our people are doing, and I want to show you some of the things that the ultimate and the best are doing and where we can go. And when we're thinking about where we're going to be with posting, where do we decide and how do we understand our mission and our role in that journey? Who is looking up to us as hope? Because we're a hope master. And a hope master understands the importance of composure, integrity, and the intention of service here. And that's what we want to do is help you see, like, there's different community leaders that I want you to like look at to aspire to be like, or aspire to have their type of content, and there's people on 4 different categories. And I think some of us fall in this category of pro when you're just getting started. And I think we need to understand this weight off our shoulders can come when we realize we're a lot farther along than we think we are. There's a few things that we're missing, but there are some false beliefs in our mind. For example, that video editing is hard. That video editing takes a lot of time. That video editing has to be done on a computer. That video editing that can't be done in the cloud. That video editing can't be very cheap. There's a lot of false beliefs that keep us where we are today, that keep us from even trying to do things for ourselves. So I want us to understand on these 4 different spectrums of a community leader and the people that we're going to aspire to be like when it comes to our content. This rank of a pro, that in the game type individual. The individual that understands how it's working today. They're posting on Instagram every single day. They're posting to their stories. They are helping understand or learning the new tips and tricks and little things, the nuances, that's what I was trying to say, the nuances of the platforms. But the pro is in it. They are in it. They are making it happen. And this is where it's exciting, because a pro is like where I want us to hold the bar. There's community underneath community leader, right? We're looking at the top, and we're looking at the 4 different categories of the top. So once you've met pro, and I think if you're joining us on the Post-it Challenge, I think if you're with us in the Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group, I think you're in the Hope.dev accountability program, like, you are at least a pro. And what we can do is understand where we are, where do we want to go, and what we need to do to make it that way. So a pro is in it, a pro is using it, a pro understands how to make it happen. But it's when we become a trainer that we start to create pros. We start to specialize. We get really, 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 really good at a particular thing. Like unbelievably good. And a coach is now what we're thinking about when it comes to someone that has a team. A coach is absolutely not doing it alone. A trainer might be in and out, but there's no commitment there. A coach is in it for the long run. coach is committed. A coach has picked up a couple specialties. A coach is sharing these specialties. A coach is gathering the resources for their people and their team to have these specialties. And then a legend. A legend sets not the bar. Sets the GOAT standard. What's the word for that? That GOAT standard is what we'd call it. The golden standard. The legend pushes it forward to the place where to be done moving forward, if it doesn't have this, you are absolutely depriving the people you say you're committed to. It's what Jim Rohn did for the personal development and sales industry. It's what Bob Proctor did. It's what Oprah Winfrey did. These are legends. Legends in media. So, when we're thinking about the different communities and the community leaders who we're aspiring to be, where are we trying to be? Where are we, right? Are we a pro? Are we a trainer? Are we a coach? Are we a legend? Hey, if we're a coach or a legend, I don't think the Post-it Challenge is probably the right fit for you. You should probably be reaching out to our team to see how we can help you and your team. But as a pro and a trainer who's getting started in this avenue, we know a lot more than we think we know. We just need to start applying them to these tools and resources and to the people and the teams that we know are there and existing today for us to grow. So I want to understand these 4 degrees of competency in each one of those, and each different skill set, each just a specialty. When I first wanted to learn how to become a salesperson, I looked to the best, and I saw who's the best. Oh, this guy's notorious. Like, this guy's so good, like it's bad. And, it was Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street. They made a movie out of him. I talked about him yesterday. And he shares about this, he shares about this concept about the ideas, these degrees of competency. And we can find ourselves in any of these 4 states when it comes to any skill set, when it comes to anything we're trying to develop. And it starts with being unconsciously incompetent. Someone who is unconsciously incompetent doesn't even know what they don't know. They don't even know there's a table of contents. Not even that what's in the table of contents. They don't even know there is a table of contents. They don't even know that there is a phone, an app that will edit videos automatically for you. They don't even know that there is an app that will transcribe everything you need for free. They don't even know that there is something out there. Now, when it comes to the consciously incompetent start to identify and know that those things exist. They can identify maybe some of the things that they lack, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know the first thing about it, except that that's the outcome that it does. They're incompetent. Results are below par. Consciously competent is now where we start to elevate ourselves into the degree of competency we would want to find ourselves in. This means someone's now able to perform the task. They are capable of the responsibility. They deserve the responsibility. They can do it. They know how to do it. The thing here is they have to think about doing it to do it. It is a conscious task. It is effort. Sorry, just realized I wasn't there. It's a conscious task. It's an effort, which leads us to the person that is so good, that 10,000 hours plus good, that has done it so many times, they're unconsciously competent. And that's where I'm excited to share with you guys, like, where you can be, what's an exciting place to be, is when problems are coming at you and it's second nature and you know exactly the answer and you don't even have to think about it. The beauty of this can come from hard work, dedication, and consistency. Our self-talk leading to habits, those habits leading to strategic habits, call those disciplines. So again, those 4 degrees of competency: unconsciously incompetent, consciously incompetent, consciously competent, and unconsciously competent. And I want us to think where we are today with posting, right? I want us to think, where are we with posting? Are we unconsciously incompetent? Are we consciously incompetent? Consciously competent? Unconsciously competent? Let me see it in the chat. I want to see it in the chat. Where do we think we are today with posting? I'll leave that up for you. Because what we're going to be getting into is where we want to be, right? What we're aspiring to get to. And over this next few days, we're going to be using this foundational knowledge to help create that brand identity and that consistency and that plan moving forward over the next 100 days. And what we're going to be doing is content hacking, right? And content hacking, this is going to require you to follow and subscribe to a particular brand identity on every media platform, okay? So we're going to be needing to follow and subscribe to a particular brand. So let's say Taylor Swift is your fan, or you're interested in your pop music, you're from Tennessee, or where's she from? Tennessee? Yeah. And you want to model her content, you would follow her everywhere. Let's bring it down from the top of the funnel. Let's go something a little bit more specific. Gary Vaynerchuk. Let's say you're interested in Gary Vaynerchuk. You would go and follow him everywhere. Subscribe to everything. This is absolutely critical because you're going to see this idea of social attention marketing at play versus that little javelin missile that we talked about in the beginning. Both are effective. We're going to help you get the most out of what you're doing and your budget and your time. So content hacking is going to require you over the next couple days and today to get your badge to follow 10 of the people that you're trying to be like when it comes to producing, being a hope master in content, being a hope master in posts. So we're going to be going over and identifying with special attention to a proper profile. We're going to go and understand what are their handles. We're going to be looking at the digital ID, that digital identity, right? When we go to someone's bio, what are we seeing? What's the activity? What's the quality? What's the volume? And also, we're going to talk about some prime profile positions and how some of the best are leveraging these to not just take advantage of the most valuable real estate on the internet, but to use this to generate income on top of everything you're doing with posting. And I think it's exciting because these are little tips that don't take much. Don't take much. So when you want to look at like someone, when we are going to be starting to like content hack, right? Let's say Gary Vaynerchuk is someone, I want to model his content. He's a known agency. He's doing Super Bowl ads with corporations. Like I'm trying to produce that type of content. We're creating a studio. I'm going to be building a legendary studio here. Like I want to be like that, right? We're also going to have a reality check after we identify the people that we hope to be like. But this will be a function of time or budget. So when we're thinking about horrific handles, right? We're thinking about, are they long? Your Instagram handle, right? Your Instagram, is it long? Is it something that's easy to forget? Is it kind of boring, kind of basic? Is it just vanilla? Is not recognizable? Right? Like maybe is it hard to spell? Have you ever seen that? Like get me at Brittany1257 and the I is a 1 and then the A is an @ sign. Wait, what? Okay. Beach. Yeah, like you got an example for me? Hey, give me a funny handle in the YouTube comments or in the comments. I want to see some of the worst handles that you can think of right now. But is it hard to spell? Think about when you're sharing it with someone. Instagram is the new business card. When you're talking to a CEO and he says, hey, I'm interested in your services. He sounds like you do some great videos for people. Like, yeah, where can I get you at? Like, hey, hit me up on Instagram. It's 123 go gossip girl 567. Like, it's like Diamond Girl 159. And what's your most embarrassing? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Diamond Girl 99, but no I in the girl. Hey, let me know in the comments for the replay crew, what is the worst handle you've ever had for yourself? I'd love to see it. That's a good one. But is it something that has nothing to do with your brand? And when we're doing that, we're going to be looking at people like, Gary Vaynerchuk. This is to be an example of his digital ID, right? His about me, his description, his bio. Like when you go to the page, when you're seeing this individual, What's in it for me? You have to understand that's what the audience's perspective is. That's how the audience is approaching this. What's in it for me? CEO and chairman of Vayner Media and Vayner Sports. Oh, I think Gary knows his avatar. Creator of VFriends, early investor in Coinbase, Venmo, and Twitter. Get your VCon tickets at OpenSea. We have to understand our audience is looking to build a connection. They're hoping someone is going to help them get to the place that they want to be. They're on social media hoping and looking for solutions. And I want us to see the difference of people that are on social media just consuming and the people that are on social media with intent. And how those two different content strategies play a part, because you have to be able to hit both to get to the target that you're looking for. So when we're thinking about the top of the content funnel, here's another example of Brock Johnson, awesome Instagram growth coach. I help entrepreneurs and creators with organic Instagram growth. Pretty clear. But I will say, Brock 11 Johnson, Brock 11, I don't know. It could be a favorite number. But I brought him in for digital ID, not handles. So I'll let you slide on your handle. We'll talk about it another time. But 400K followers in 1 year. I think his target market wants that. 7-figure business owner at 25 years old. I think his target market, I think that's a massive credibility push right there. What's he sell? Instagram growth coaching on the back end. Do we see how this plays a critical role and this perspective of the audience? What's in it for me? They can garnish a lot from Brock. That's facts. And check out his content. Like, they can. He lives by it. So when we're thinking about quality of content and quantity, we're going to have to see how we can get the desired outcome that we want. Are you looking for subscribers, buyers, brand building, credibility, back-end business building, networking? Are you looking to create joint ventures? Are you reaching out to people to get people on your summit? Are you reaching out to people to get people enrolled in your list or to blast out your lead magnet to their list? Are you looking to get people to have you on your podcast? The strategy of quality versus quantity is going to be critical. But having these digital IDs set up, having the right handles, all going in the foundation is only going to play a stronger role for you. I know Eileen Wilder, she does a brilliant job with these events and virtual events. She made a Facebook group called, let me just go to Facebook real quick. I might be able to even just show you. Come on. Oh, here. Perfect. Eileen Wilder was live in Accelerate My Revenue with Virtual Events. I wonder if I can accelerate my revenue with virtual events. Well, I think I can when I see Eileen Wilder accelerate my revenue with virtual events 50 different times in my notifications feed. That, by the way, is something we're going to be talking about here in prime profile positioning. So you're going to be stuck in this dilemma when you're thinking about content of time and money. This is going to be a consistent issue, especially until you build a full content team, and then it's going to be both time and money. But it is something that I want us to think and deliberate about and be very truthful and honest about each other. You're either going to have to spend a lot of time or a lot of money, or you're going to have to convince your girlfriend or fiance or boyfriend or husband to do this shit for free and be slaves. Because this is going to be really hard and you're going to get their time and probably money for free, but you might get some resentment on the back end. So I'm going to tell you, you don't want to destroy your family. You don't want to destroy your relationships, but there are opportunities to make this fun. That's why I encourage people to come here with their partners. Watch the replay with their, one person is a speaker. One person kind of manages the back end or is the manager of the speaker. It's a perfect opportunity to see how you guys can tag team this. It does definitely cut the time and money that you will have to cost. So that is the key factor and a little hint. The key to not doing anything is not doing it alone. Doing it alone is going to cost you a lot of time. And I'm going to be frank, it's not like it's time versus money. Doing it alone, it's going to cost you a lot of money too. It's when you're not doing it alone and you're bringing other people that are supporting your mission and supporting this vibe and someone can share the content production cycle. That's when it can become time or money. So when we want to think about time or money, what is the value of your time? Are you working a job right now, or are you full-time on your business? Are you looking to get a job? Are you looking to elevate your career? Are you looking to take yourself from $35,000 salary to $115,000 salary within a year and a half? Well, it can be done. It can be done by putting in the work and doing these things strategically. LinkedIn is the biggest opportunity from high-working, high-valued professionals to double their income just by presenting themselves as they need to be presented, as they should be presented. So you're going to have so many opportunities that come your way. And all those opportunities are either going to take time or money. And a lot of them, they're going to take both. So when you know for you to be successful in content alone, it's going to take a shit ton of time and a shit ton of money. For you to do it not alone, it can be time or money. But there are strategies where you can absolutely cut these costs so significantly. And that's what we want to help you do, because I'm sick and tired of people coming unprepared. So, production cost index. I was literally at a dinner the other day, and I told this to an individual who had hired 4 different coaches for content and ad strategy and search engine optimization, and he said that 7-minute conversation saved him $6,000. Why? Because that's what he was going to move forward on, and he doesn't need it. So you're going to have 3 different things that are going to cost you a lot of money when it comes to your production. You're going to have the strategy. These are the ideas. This is like the ideas that we bring forward that say, hey, your target audience is this. Your market is this. We think this is going to resonate. We need to make something for them. They think this is what they need to have. We think they don't trust you, so you're not positioned with enough influencers. So we need to either A, go on the podcast circuit, B, we need to create a summit, C, we need to hire someone to create a summit. Because if you do not position yourself with influencers and experts, people are going to keep coming and not trusting you. So strategy is going to be the most expensive part of the game, by the way. This is what I'm going to charge you the most to work with me for. If you work with me, I'm going to charge you out the ass for strategy. Content. So here, what I want us to think, when we are documenting, that's creating content. I'm filming this, creating content. How can we create content from a pillar piece of content? Just a little tip. So when we're going live for an hour, how can you chop that out into 15 little clips, 30 different clips, 50 different clips? That's the mixture of documenting and creating. The documentation process, people hire us for film crews that cost $20,000 to get them on set. You have 2 grips, you have lighting, you have DPs. That's the documentation. We take it to an editing house, or we bring an internal in our editing house to create the content from the documented media. You create content. And from the things you create new content. And content is going to cost you a lot of money too. But it doesn't have to if we're not doing this alone. And I think something that does cost quite a bit, publishing, but it's one of the things that I recommend most of not trying to do alone, because of how significant the time burden it is taking and the return you can get on time for your money. When it comes to scheduling content that had strategy, that was documented appropriately, that was created effectively, this publishing side, the amount of time it will take, your return on investing in other people to do this side, I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest. So that's something we're going to talk about, but I think I wanted to help people kind of come with this idea of, like, if you came with the strategy and content, you could cut out like so much cost, like 99% of the cost. 99% of the cost you could cut out if you came with the strategy and the content. So that's what's exciting here. And that's what I really want to help people understand is people have put in 14 grand to make 2 1.5-minute videos on YouTube that get 105 views, if they get any views. Like, what is the strategy going into that can save you a lot of money? What is the strategy with the content and the documenting and the creation? And what's the strategy with the distribution? Each role in there. So what I wanted to give you some content agency hacks, right? If you can come with the strategy and the content, we can make publishing very cheap for you. It's really simple. We can help you come up with the strategy. We can help you come up with the content so you don't depend on people doing it every single time. So that's what we wanted to do in this poster challenge, really help people understand this production cost index and how your strategy is going to cost you. Again, you have me do the strategy for you. It's going to cost you a lot of money. But in this week and over the next couple of days, I'm going to show you how I can teach you how to come up with the strategies yourself, how I can teach you how to create and document this content yourself. And it's relatively simple. It's so much simpler than people think. And I remember being in a mindset of I couldn't do it. I remember Livia telling me she couldn't do it, being so frustrated with trying to video edit, thinking that you had to, go into Adobe Premiere Pro on our computers. I have a nice $3,000 editing computer we built. And, it's like all these technical pieces that, no, from your iPhone that you're using, or from the iPhone that's 3 years old, or, literally if it only has a gigabyte left, like we can really do some masterful stuff really simply and easy. So what I want to do is help you guys see this perspective of this combination of social broadcasting. This is the combination of quality and quantity. And that's what we want to help you all build to. We think this is a worthy end goal for where you're thinking of where do I want to be. I think social broadcasting is truly one of the missions of people that are coming through the Post-it Challenge, people our agency works with at Synergy Collaborations, is this idea of putting out quality and quantity, really good content that's not just going to stick today, but will positively impact past our mission, past our life. We're thinking deep here. So that being said, I wanted to give you guys a little tip here. Prime profile positions. We have some opportunities that come up. I showed you a little hack, right? If you go to Eileen Wilder's page, she had the name of her group is Accelerate Your Revenue with Virtual Events, right? So anytime she's doing anything, anytime she's engaging, anytime she's reaching out to me, anytime she's inviting me to an event, it's Eileen Wilder's blank, blank, blank with Accelerate Your Revenue with Virtual Events. And I'm like, yep, we got to accelerate your revenue with virtual events, accelerate your revenue with virtual events. Like it works, guys. It's simple. It sounds repetitive. It sounds stupid, but it's repetitive, and it is something that works. And these are, when we're charging, or when Facebook's charging us, shout out to you guys on Facebook, by the way. When Facebook's charging us, shout out to you, Mark. Like $25 per registrant, right? And you can have someone see that organically for free. It's pretty powerful. Or it's like $136 cost per mil, so cost per 1,000 people, $136. So that's like 80 cents right there she would have to pay just to see that every time she does it. So really effective, and she crushes it. It's not like she doesn't have results either. Like, she's crushing it. She's doing $1 million fucking days. So prime profile positions, I want you guys to use these in Instagram, but use them strategically and effectively. If you're not trying to use running a highlight strategy campaign or wanting people to see particular content, I don't want you to use just throw things in your highlight reel. But do you see how Alex Morton, he has this brand about traveling? The people that are following him want to travel like him, want to learn how to make money residually. This is an old client. This is someone I worked with at an old network marketing company, and it's just so fun to see how he's developed, how he's gone on to be like a global speaker, right? A best-selling author. He's just this momentum catalyst. Look at this guy, like sales and leadership acceleration. He's breaking the code, right? Like, this is exactly the brand. He has a link tree in there as well. So what I want us to think about is the links that we are providing. Are they effective for what we're trying to do for this platform? A link tree is a great option for Instagram. It's an option. If you have a funnel, if you have a ClickFunnels account, you can. I have a hub you can make too. You can make your own link tree, so you don't even have to pay for that service. The cool thing is there, you can put your pixel code on it. You can put tracking software. You can even put a video at the top. You can totally customize it however you want. So you can create your own link tree if you have a ClickFunnels account. Just didn't know if you guys know that. Meaning you could just model how Linktree looks and then make your own. So did you know, by the way, these little highlight reels, you can sell those spaces. Not just there, you can sell spaces like he does, right? And you can get ad result. He has different highlights that say a little bit about his agency, a little bit as he is a Facebook ads expert. I'm going to give some feedback here. Handles, click for digital. Digital. I don't know about him. Or the handle. I know about him, but I'm saying that handle, I don't know, bro. So, we have some conversations, but we're just having fun. I want to make you guys not have to regret, because this is the idea too. When we kind of make our username, whatever, and then it starts to grow, it really becomes hard to change. It really mentally is like a block of but my branding, but it's always been OK World Travel. I can't change it. It's always been Synergy Collab. What are we going to do? So, that being said, it's a fun one to really take advantage of prime profile positions because these are little pieces of real estate that absolutely you're getting profile visits. Absolutely, when you're posting, you have an opportunity to convey a message to the right person. It's your due diligence that's going to make this effective. So knowing when you click on every single one of those highlights and that person is able to see a send message diagram, what are you putting in there as highlight reels that's going to play on that to make it the easiest thing for them to just click the message and send that heart, click the message and send the fire, right? These are little opportunities. Now I'm going to be opening some of these things. It's so much easier for you to see it instead of me just describing it. So day four, we're doing an open screen. We're doing a total screen share. So you're going to see my phone as I'm shredding. We're going to have a special guest shred it. We're going to show you guys exactly some of the things that we're doing to pump out a volume of content for ourselves and our clients. I've posted over 10,000 times myself. It's actually closer to 22,000, but I just stick to the 10,000 because it puts it too far for some of the people. But you guys knowing at the Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group, we're posting consistently for ourselves and our clients. And what we want to do is help you kind of take from some of the people, model some of the people, content hack some of the people that have exactly what you want, right? If you want some of these banners, right, you can literally go into Canva right now. There's a free version and a pro version. The Success Kit members have that 30 days to the free version of Canva or the pro version of Canva, which is awesome. But doing little highlight reels, little bubbles, right? Conveying your message. Look what Grant Cardone does here. Cardone Capital, Undercover Billionaire, Scottsdale, Miami, Orlando, 10X Incubator. His bio, right? So his ID is good. But look what he's doing with his prime profile positions. Look how he's using that plane, the building, Grant Cardone, 10X. To be honest, those symbols mean for someone that knows Grant Cardone, I see that 10X Grant Cardone and plane, boom, and seeing Grant Cardone's name, everything else in the middle doesn't even matter. I'm that's Grant. That's it just the brand is just right there, so easy. So use those prime profile positions. On top of that, I want you guys to think about on TikTok, right? You can be pinning different top performing posts. What I like to encourage people to do, posts that get the most engagement, meaning the most comments, those are the posts that you probably want to pin in there. I think it'd be a great opportunity for you to just really start to dominate that real estate. A lot of it is a play on views too. So we all know credibility and authority does come from, how many view counts is this person getting? How many likes and subscribers? All that stuff. As much as we don't want it to matter, it does matter. So how could you play into the role? How can you find and generate some high volume, high video playing views, get some content out there? And that's what we're going to help you do. Not doing it alone is going to be a critical point. And then lastly, I wanted to show you guys just on Twitter, you could be leveraging the links. You could be leveraging, where was it? Oh, that thumbnail. So see the thumbnail at the very top? What he's doing is he's also promoting the festival for the decentralized world, right? So CoinDesk is a crypto kind of tracking system. I guess they just say all the different the prices of the coins and stuff. But essentially, I'm sure they got invited to be at this festival for the decentralized world. So look how they are using that prime profile position to incorporate and drive traffic to the thing that they know they're going to be put on a pedestal at. So that's just strategic use of content. And what we want to be doing, as I'm going to be encouraging y'all to do, is document right throughout this challenge. So it's day two of the challenge. We're going to be documenting. I want you guys to document your journey as we're doing some homework and the process of you content hacking some of these folks over the next couple days. So today, to get your content hacking badge, I want you to do this homework. So we're going to be making a list of your top 10 community leaders, right? And we have that profile that we talked about earlier. We have the pros, we have the trainers, we have the coaches, we have the legends, right? So we can think about the different community leaders and their index. Find the different, the top 10 community leaders that you know do it like so well, but don't feel hesitant to like allow a couple people that are kind of like where you are, like a little bit above you, you know, like don't make everyone so far ahead of you. You'll start to just pick up on some of the people you respect and how they're doing things. What we're going to do after that, we make a list of 10. Go to Google Drive. Go to Google Drive. I want you guys to create a new folder, okay? Call this your profile swipe file folder, okay? So create a profile swipe file folder. And what we're going to start to do is we're going to start uploading. These all going to be Catherine Jones on these pictures. We didn't change that. So create a profile swipe file folder, which is going to be awesome. Shout out to my girl Catherine. She's sick. Sunroom Sessions. If she gives you the opportunity to be invited to that, go do it. Create a profile swipe file folder. Okay, it's super sick. Put it in Google Drive. It's awesome. I love Google Drive because it works so well with Teams. There she is again. And I want you to then follow them on every single platform. So if Catherine was one of my leaders, I would go and follow her on YouTube. I'd go follow her on Instagram. I'd go follow her on Facebook. I'm going to give you a freaking tip. And this is like a hidden tip. This is for like the special people on this call right now. I want you guys to make sure you enroll in their email list. And if you want to do this on a pro level, create a whole new email, but don't even make it complicated. I want you to make sure you're enrolling on their newsletter and email list. The reason for this is the content that's being delivered via email. And what you're going to start to be able to uncover and piece together is through this platform, through our strategy, you're going to be able to see the entire strategy and what they're posting at a one point in time, but be able to chronologically look back at that. And what that means is you're going to get the email sequences of when you just got into their world. You're going to get the email sequences when 4th of July is next week. You're going to get the email sequences when Labor Day is coming. You're going to get the email sequences when Halloween is around the corner. You're going to get the email sequences for Christmas, New Year's, all of the things. And if you stay engaged, you stay on their list, you'll get that year and year and year to go. So that is literally hundreds of thousands, and if you do this appropriately, millions of dollars in copywriting that you can get for free. Go do that. But make sure you're following them on every platform. Subscribe to their list. And lastly, I want you to screenshot and upload each main profile, right, to that swipe file in Google. So we're going to screenshot and upload each main profile page to your profile swipe file that you put in Google Drive. Hey, I get it. If you're using Dropbox, you're using iCloud, dude, whatever works for you. I'm just telling you, like, if you want to think for the future, use Google Drive. Just a little tip. So post your badge when you completed that into the Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group. So again, I want you to make a list of your top 10 community leaders. Those are coaches, right? Create a profile swipe file folder. That could be Google Drive, any of the platforms, but I recommend Google Drive. I want you to follow them on every platform and then screenshot and upload each main profile page to your profile swipe file folder too. So this has been so fun. Go scan that on your phone. If you haven't, join our Consistent Entrepreneurs Accountability Group. This is where you go and show your homework. Again, on day 5 of the challenge, I'm giving away one scholarship. We're going to do a drawing. It's a $1997 offer. We're going to be doing it for free. You're going to be able to join our accountability program absolutely for free. We have some fun stuff in there too that's going to be kind of special, specific for you and your content strategy. So this is going to be fun to kind of, to be eligible, you got to submit all your badges, by the way. So you go back, make sure you do day 1. Make sure you get your I Am Hope badge in there. Make sure you're posting today's content hacking badge in there. And this is going to be fun. I really, really enjoy being here with y'all. And this is what's exciting because if you guys haven't already, that Synergy Success Kit, we're going to be running a special promo offer because it was brought to my attention that it wasn't necessarily redirecting to the correct offer. So the Synergy Success Kit, in that members area, go lock that in as soon as you can. You're going to get a free VIP upgrade. But if you haven't already, go check out postedchallenge.com/access. Go get that Synergy Success Kit. You guys are going to be seeing an email here shortly with a little special bonus for y'all. So I am grateful for everyone that joined us. Thank you so much. We are making it happen. We are going to be live every single day, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow is day 3. We're going to be talking about the last step. What do we need to do to make it that way, right? So we talked about where we are. We talked about where we want to be. And tomorrow, we're going to talk about what do we need to do to make it that way. This is where we're getting granular, y'all. This is where we're talking about the strategies. This is where we're talking about those big bucks, y'all. This is like, if you don't get the value out of day 3 when you have a phone call from me, it's going to cost you a lot of money if you want us to do your stuff. So please come prepared, because the strategy is something that you can use for us. You can use when you approach it for your own team. You can use it when you approach it to bring content from any other team. It's going to be super helpful for y'all to move forward. So I am excited to see y'all. Again, go to posterchallenge.com/access. Tag your accountability partners in here. Make sure that they're helping you, hold you accountable, and we're going to get going. I appreciate y'all. Peace. Boom. Behind the scenes. So today was fun. Went super long, but it was fun. And I think anyone that was on that call definitely felt that that was long, but they also were like, damn, this is like a lot of content, so that's why they stayed. So that's super cool. Make sure you're getting that Synergy Success Kit at posterchallenge.com/access. And then what we're going to do as well, for that VIP slot that I was talking about, I want to invite people to our September mastermind. So that's actually going to be a full VIP ticket that they're going to be able to attend that. You know, it's going to be free, I guess, for them. So that's kind of a perk to this VIP spot. So what we're doing at the Poster Challenge is really helping people identify where they are today with posting, where they want to be with posting, what they need to do to make it that way. But the key to this is not doing it alone and doing it consistently. And we're going to show them exactly the plan that they need to stay consistent with tomorrow on day 3. So if you guys are interested in joining us on that, go to posterchallenge.com, click that yellow button. Be super excited to see y'all there. And without further ado, it's your boy Kate. I posted over 10,000 times. I'm the CEO and founder of Synergy Collaborations, and I'm the founder of Hope.dev, and I got someone behind the scenes. She's right there. We documenting, y'all. Fun time.